your performance and vulnerability with us today. All right, let me move this over. Next up, we have Joe. Joe Brundidge is an author, host, and public speaker living in Austin, Texas. He has hosted a number of open mic events for almost 20 years, including Spoken and Heard at Kick Butt Cotton, an event he curates. He also served as the director of the Austin International Poetry Festival for 3 years, from 2012 to 2015. Welcome, Joe.
Clappers.
Hands and he's written a book.
You know, people talk, they're saying things. Clap if you sit next to someone beautiful. Even if you're by yourself, you're never without a reason to clap. You always got your shadow with this. So, all right. So my name is Joe. I'm a poet, I'm a writer, I'm a host, I'm an advocate of non-creepy hugs. I very much support giving love without trying to find your mama all up in there. You know what I mean? I'll just put it. I'm gonna go ahead and read a couple of poems for you real quick. Me and my brother haiku. I love you, bro. Kiss my niece for me. Each time I kiss her, I do. Thanks. Alright, so this one is called Shepherd. I'll dedicate this one to Erica. My mother would never let me keep the daydreams that followed me home. They would find me running away on their own, running astray on their own, and I would play with them, roll around and laugh with them in the middle of the class, in the hall, and all the way home when my mother would be waiting. She would tell me to send them away as soon as I got to the doorstep. And though some were left behind, a few would sneak in, and I would feed them up under the table, careful not to let her notice, though my far-off stares were a dead giveaway. She knew her child. She would let a few stay out of benevolence and the fact that I would have to learn to take care of them eventually. You see, the problem with us dreamers is that we make horrible shepherds. Often our flocks get bigger than we can maintain. We collect more dreams than we tend to, and though we don't mean to, we let a few of them die. My mother was a great teacher. I do have this book available. Do me a favor and please, everybody put your hands together for Joe Bradshaw and the crew at Malvern Books, please, for letting us have this space. It goes without saying how important supporting the arts is. And I gotta say that Joe and Becky and the entire crew at Malvern do a great job of maintaining that front for us. This one's called Dear Future Lover Part 2. One day we will both come home quiet and tired. We will eat, shower, put on clothes that do not judge us, and watch Akira as we fold into each other. Without speaking, we will say it's a good life. This is for daughters. She will be what she already is. Dream-given form with sepia skin, soft as a pleasant thought because the sun could not wait to play with her. Counselor in her right eye, magic in the left eyes, her very own shade of brown, the very hue of wisdom. Whatever you've been dying to tell someone, she'll just look at you like she already knows. A cute little nose with an angel's ears, a smile, not infectious but vaccinating. Her very giggle will inoculate your soul from sadness. From her birth, there were only two types of people, those who love her and hate themselves. She will possess a heart that pumps resilience, a timeless soul with limitless imagination. She'll be happy to share, but bring your own, because it wouldn't be right for her to do it all by herself, although she probably could. Laughing, hugging, and crayons will range among her key priorities. She'll try to color between the lines, but should she etch beyond said barriers, and that is just what needed to happen. Nap time is something she will only do when necessary, as there is simply too much for her to do to waste time closing her eyes. She'll have a thing for applesauce. Applesauce will be important. There will be days when applesauce will be all that stand between us and total annihilation. She will never hide unless it's her turn to her. The world just really got on her nerves that day. At some point, she'll want to fly. And despite gravity's lessons, she'll learn altitude for even believing that she had a place among the clouds. She'll avoid going crazy by not fighting it, dancing and twirling and swaying with the air and the rain as if they were the only partner suitable. She'll make a fine caretaker for every heart in her hand, though few will ever be worthy of hers. Loving her will be so very easy. But she can help you if respecting her proves difficult. She will find a woman in the mirror one day. They will love each other forever, and her real beauty will be found in strength, sacrifice, and resilience. Even the dreams she won't want to have will guide her along the way. There will be some days where she'll need to stop. Rest her hands at her backside. She'll breathe. And she'll just keep going. That is what heroes do. You are a hero. You will always believe in magic, but there will be some days where you'll speak incantations like daddy and hear nothing back. You will look for the first man to ever love you with a space for him in your heart shaped like those vacant seats at your little tea parties, and some days I won't be there. Days that you will need help touching the sky, and some days I won't be there. Lost butterfly kisses, wishes from the birthdays, non-refundable. Daddy, how do I look? And some days I won't be there, and you will still look for me within the crevices of your memory, but with or without my presence, you will keep it moving, dealing with factors as opposed to living with excuses, because this is what women do. You will write out the pages of your own destiny, living within the key of your own song, and at the end of your day, there'll be a place outside where the sun can't wait to play with you. The wind and the rain cannot wait to dance with you. And there will be laughter, and tears, and applesauce. You will be what you already are. That's just the beginning. Thank you. And I'm going to do these next two poems. This last one is, these two are from my book. This last one is my friend who published me, Fabian Harper with Good City. He had heard about me through a friend. He was like, hey, you're a good guy. You know, I got a book press. I want to publish you. And I'm like, that's a great basis for one to publish someone. You know what I'm saying? But he was like, no, you're pretty good. So I submitted my stuff, and there's so many things. To sum up, at the precipice, we kind of pause sometimes. You know what I mean? Whenever it comes to doing something bigger than we've ever done, there's always that slight yield. Either it's a big yield or a little yield, but you kind of pause and think whether or not. And you either pursue or you turn back. And I dealt with a lot of that getting the book published. And I would say to you that in light of current events, if you are an artist, whatever you do it even more than you've been doing it. In this day and age where things aren't as nice as we'd like them to be, if you are an artist, whether or not I ever see what you do, I ask that you continue to do so, even more so, for the sake of affecting, if not changing, somebody else's life. And that being said, I'm going to read these last two poems. This is called 74 Till Infinity. I am half-empty notebook. Metronome churches, dead tree containers. I am too many pockets, an empty house haunted by a black boy's ghost. I am a room full of prayers, hugging life, benevolence, bursting from blood vessels. That which does not kill me is persistent as trying. That which does not kill me is poetry. I am afraid that one day God will finish writing me. I am pawn shop heart, one step away from selling to a stranger's eyes. Any day now, I am hoping die asleep and finished in the comfort of my own home, rather than bustling, rather than shuttered. I am home wherever I stand. Castle of some, fortified protons and neutrons and idiosyncrasies here and gone at the same time. I am a half-empty notebook with pages left still to write. This last poem, I don't know if you've heard of this one writer I just met recently. Her name is Christia. She just came out with a book just recently, and she's doing a lot of big things. I don't know, Oprah's been clamoring for like a tour, and she's like, oh, seriously, I've got stuff to do. But I want to say, give a special shout out to Christia for today, for all of us being here. In other words, clap. You have to know that if you don't know Christia, then number one, forgive yourself. And number two, get to know the author, because not only is she a great writer, but she's a great human being. And this is, I appreciate the honor of being able to share a stage with her. And give it up for Erica and Martha as well, please. Last point. Tell yourself you can't. Tell yourself not today. Say you're not able, you can't afford it, you're too hot, or you're too cold, and no one else wants to. I mean, why does it always have to be you? You don't feel right. I mean, this doesn't even feel right. They're gonna say no, but they're gonna say yes. But they won't say anything and you'll fail. You'll fail, and they'll laugh, and you will die. You will die right there. So just give yourself any reason to avoid or evade. Hey, let's just cite every drawback, cop out. Tell yourself anything, and I mean anything, to help you believe you should do nothing. And please say it loud enough to where I can hear you. So I get to call you a liar to your face. So I get to grab you by your neck, pull you from the muck and mire of your self-pity, just to wash you with the waters of what I believe, because I believe you should end. I think you should die. I feel your life should cease, so that you can live the life that you have held on backwater, as if the shoe actually fit. You're not allergic to the light, you just don't want it on you. And I don't get it, because it's all I've ever seen come out of you when your arms aren't folded. Hey, let's acknowledge that you even have arms. I mean, quit complaining that you don't have the strength, because if that was the truth, you wouldn't hold on to things like you do. You are not a prisoner. You are a warden in a one-person jail, and what's worse, you're a workaholic. Wreak havoc around your hopelessness. Subtract it from the whole of you. Believe a little less in your doubts. You can't say that this is pointless. If you won't, pick your head up and just look where it's pointing you. I mean, scream, I love you, in a crowd loud enough for you to hear it and just revel in all that nervous happiness. I think that's called glowing. You're everything you wish you were. You just don't wish to realize it. Pass on the plates of outside opinion unless you can be fed without suffering the indigestion of indecision. Turn why didn't I into why didn't I sooner. Change I don't know from question to statement, and quit whining unless you're trying to make someone laugh, thereby making yourself a superhero. Accept your own friend request. And quit fighting with yourself unless you're just sparring for when you need to get it on with anyone. And I mean anyone trying to knock you down. I ain't saying look for a fight. I'm saying don't run from it. Pretending it is not there doesn't mean it plays along. File a restraining order on your self-restraint. And be the devil under all those little demons you are. Just because you created them don't mean they get an easy ride today. And quit reading all your little motivational posters and coffee mugs, because we know you ain't listening. You're probably not even paying attention to the poem. This is called life. And it happens. You better act like you want it, but it ain't yours. It never has been. It's a path. It's going to twist and it's going to turn, and you will go where it goes. But I heard if you walk it just right, you get to rest while those not as far along as you ask you for the directions. And should you reach the very end, there's only everything waiting for you with the honor of a memory on you. I mean, you are so much more. You are so much more than your misery, but it's not to me to be you. I'm just happy I know you. Will always be there behind you, beside you, above you, with all of those who love you, waiting for you to erupt from your thick husk. I mean, cut through the callus of your conditioning and call whatever crawls out your character. Finally accept the truth that you won't hear as you've adhered to your cherished fears, that we are amazing. We are made of both his and each other's love, that we are both fearfully and wonderfully made, that we are made of stronger things. My name is Joe Brundidge. Clap if you're sitting next to someone.